Okay, so back for some stitchy stuff. I will insert some pictures since this is Halloween week. Halloween decorations will come down on Halloween day. I used to take them down the night before while Brian took the kids trick-or-treating, and then I would stay home and hand out candy and take Halloween decorations down and put up Thanksgiving. But we're out in the country now, so nobody's gonna come trick-or-treating. Nobody's coming trick-or-treating out here. But that's okay. So the decorations will come down during the day on Saturday, and we'll put up Thanksgiving. And I really toyed with the idea of putting up Christmas and just not putting up Thanksgiving, but I think I'll still go ahead and put up Thanksgiving, and then when all the kids are home, we can decorate the house together for Christmas. They may or may not be thrilled about that idea, but that's okay. I've had this up all Halloween, and you may have seen it in a picture that I posted a while back, but it actually came the day after Thanksgiving last year, and she tried to get it to me on time, and this is one of my all-time most favorite things in the whole world, and I don't think I got a chance to show it to you last year, but this came from my sweet, sweet friend, Dory Kehoe, and it's the little Prairie Schooler turkey. I think it's a Prairie Schooler. I'm almost positive it is, and her stitching is just divine. It's just, it's so perfect. It has some sparklies on it. I don't know if it was how it was packed or if it was packed in some tissue paper that had sparklies on it, but I kind of like the sparklies on it. And she did the finishing, which is, this is like Vanna Pfeiffer, Priscilla Blaine finishing. This is amazing. So anyway, I pulled this out because it had gotten put away. I have a box that's fall/Halloween that is, a few things that I leave out for both holidays, and I put this in it specifically so that I can enjoy it even through Halloween, and then I'll leave it out for Thanksgiving. But it's just one of my most favorite things in the whole world, so I wanted to show you that. I also wanted to show you really quickly just a little something that I got. So I found out that there's a quilt store in the next town. Well, it's technically our address, Blair, Nebraska, but we don't live in town. We live outside of town, and there's a quilt shop in Blair. And I went to visit it the other day for the first time, and, it's a little, not every shop is every person's cup of tea. And it was probably, I would say, more modern type fabric. As a quilt shop for fabric and patterns and that sort of thing, it probably wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but still, great. I still found fabric I liked and bought fabric, but they had the coolest thing. And so they had these really unique pin cushions, and I'll show you the one I got for myself. They were expensive because they're handmade and worth every penny, totally, but I wanted to buy every single one she had, and I couldn't afford it. But this is the one I got for myself. So it's just this little primitive pig, and look at, it's like she's on a feed sack with little corn around it, and is that not the coolest thing, you guys? I absolutely love it. And I have it sitting with my Halloween decorations on top of the piano. It just fits right in, being black and yellow, and I'll probably leave it out year round. Actually, it'll probably never actually get used as a pin cushion because I think it's so cool. I bought another one for a friend that I've already sent, but it had a cat up here and a pin cushion, and oh my gosh, it was so cool, so cool. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and I will go back and definitely buy some more of those as time goes on. Okay, so what have I been working on? Kind of a plethora of stuff. It's just kind of been like here and there, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and I forgot to bring it, but I have it here on the plane. And in the early mornings on Saturday and Sunday, I worked on, I don't know if I've ever shown this to you guys, but this is a little needlepoint, retro Santa Claus needlepoint. And, it's easy to see. I don't have to have cheaters on to see it. I don't have to count because it's needlepoint, so painted canvas. So it has, I don't know if you can tell, but this thread up here, I wouldn't even call it a thread, is velvet. His hair, his actual hair and his beard are going to be, I don't have them here, but they're going to be I don't know if you can see, but kind of fuzzy, shiny stuff. It is So stinking cute. I'm going to redo his eye blue because I think Santa has to have twinkly blue eyes. But I didn't have any blue with me, and so I just filled it in with green just to make sure that the eye looked correct, and I think it does. But anyway, lots of fun with this, and I just really enjoyed working on this. So that's what I worked on the plane. And then sitting here at home, I have the Christmas stitching bug has hit. It has definitely hit. Probably late last week it hit. And up until that time, I kind of still had the Halloween bug. And I worked on a little bit Away We Ride, which I started this last year at the Midwest Retreat in Amana. And I was struggling with the windows. You know, it's a wonky kind of a crooked house, and it's, you know, nothing, it's not like every window is 5 spaces apart or whatever. I mean, it's all, but when I picked it up again, I was having no trouble with it at all. And so I got a little bit more of that stitched. At one night I sat and watched, I think it was Miss Marple on Hulu. And I love Agatha Christie. Have I mentioned that? Murder on the Orient Express, the new one, is probably my favorite movie of all time. But I stitched the door, and I stitched it completely crooked and wrong, and I don't know. I had to take that out. It's fixed, but yeah. So, you know, when you do that kind of stuff, and look at my So Much to Love bag that came just in time for me to put this in it, because it was just in a plastic bag. Look at the inside. I mean, it is cool. This year I'm doing the every other month one. I don't think I've worked any more on, no, I haven't, on Consider the Lilies. So I'm not going to pull that out because it's a great big huge thing, as we know. Someone asked me on the last video how big that was. Huge. I have no idea. It's going to be gigantuous. I don't know. I did what Beth said. I got the linen that she said to get. It's going to be big. I mean, I might have to rethink this wall. I'm not sure it's going to fit on this wall. Hope for the World, the one that I'm doing for my friend Gail for Christmas, hopefully. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. I got a little bit done, a little bit more filled in. I think I had the H done and some of this outlined, and then I got quite a bit more filled in here, and yeah, it's gonna be gorgeous. I love it. Sorry, I didn't iron anything. I guess I don't usually iron. And then I've gone round and round with my children about what ornaments they want for Christmas. I think I was telling you that I was having a really hard time. And so I had Ryan on the phone one day. No, I think we were just texting. And I said, Ryan, please go to 123 Stitch or go to reflections.com and, you know, tell me what appeals to you in a Christmas ornament. And he's like, do something teacherish, because, you know, he's going to be a teacher. And I said, what do you mean? So Ryan, I'm talking a Christmas ornament. Like, you know, what am I going to do teacherish? And I said, please just go look. And so he's like, okay, hold on a second. And the next thing I know, I get the autumn chalk design by Kathy Haberman, the Hands-On Designs autumn, you know, and it's like this bit. It's not an ornament. It's like a flat fold, and it's got, you know, autumn, and it's on black, and everything's outlined in white to make it look like it's chalkboard, right? And I'm like, Ryan, and he's like, this is cool. And I said, that's not a Christmas ornament. And he's like, no, but I mean the chalkboard look to it. And I'm like, oh, so if I do like a chalkboard type ornament, that's what you're talking about. And he's like, yeah. So Hands-On Designs. I knew I have tons of these. And so, in fact, last year I did Silver Bells for Caitlin because that's her favorite Christmas song. And so I'm doing Silent Night for Ryan. And this took all of like 15 minutes. Seriously. I mean, this is going to be done so quick. I may have to do 2 for him because this is going to be done very, very quickly. This is on a piece of Weeks, whatever Weeks calls their black. And I can see this for some reason. I don't know power why, but I can see that. So that's Ryan's. What's in here? Okay, Maddie's best friend, Kara, who asked me to make her something for Christmas, not Christmassy, that she could put on the wall, and this was one of the things that she liked. And Bindi has gotten to this. Every time I get this out, Bindi has gotten to it. Last time she made this hole. Sorry, I shouldn't show you that. This time she made this hole. I mean, she just keeps, I don't know what her deal is. But it's so pretty. It's called Fractal Flowers. And I did get some. I was watching. It's so funny when you're watching something and you're stitching. You always, the next time you pick up that stitching, you think of what you were watching. And I was watching Nell. What is she, Little Yellow House Crafts, or, you know, Nell. And while I stitched this flower, and yeah, so it's coming. Hopefully we'll get it done by Christmas. I don't know. I'm really kind of worried because now at this point all the kids will be home by November 21st. And, you know, usually they're not home until quite a bit later. And I keep thinking, wow, I'm not sure I'm going to get all their ornaments done by the time they get home, but I'll do what I can. I was telling Maddie that today, and she's like, well, just don't tell us what you're stitching. And I said, oh, that's true. You guys they don't really pay attention to what I'm stitching, even if I'm sitting right there in front of them. This came, I started it the next day. I'm getting these directly from Fat Quarter Shop. I started it the very next day, and I've had a hard time putting it down. So it's December. I've done the June one. It's finished and FFO'd. It's the only other one I've done. I've started a couple others and kind of like, I don't know, but this one, I love it. This is on, I don't know if this is 14 or 16 count Ada, but it is so cute. This deer up here is wrong. I left out a row and got him all finished and realized it, and I'm just gonna leave him. He looks kind of cute like that. You can't see, but they have little red noses. Oh, there you go. Little red noses on them. The chicken, I couldn't figure out, I thought something is wrong with this chicken. I think she just needs her beak and her feet. So these trees are fun. They're kind of plaid trees. Aren't those cool? Is that buffalo check? I don't know. I had to look up. Priscilla's always talking about buffalo check, and I'm so clueless about stuff like that. And I had to look up to see what buffalo check was. I always thought that was plaid, but now I know the difference. Okay, really quick, because now I've gone over 14 minutes. I'm going to have to cut something out. I finished the rug Freedom United is the organization that Cynthia Brew, Stitching in the Light, is raising money for during the month of October with her Great Pumpkin Sal. And I've talked about it before, and you can go to her website. It's still, I believe you have until Saturday to make a $5 or more donation to get your name entered in the raffle. There are so many amazing prizes. Like Marlene has a gorgeous so many amazing things. But so I did a rug, and all I have to do is bind this, and I need to just go down to the barn and get some brown thread so I can put the binding on it. It'll only take me a couple hours to bind it, but it's finished. A little bit hard to see. This is Floral Pumpkin by Maggie Bonomi, the design, and it is a limited edition, I believe. But yeah, this was, I didn't do any of the color planning on this. Janice Lee at the Rug Hooking Store in Valley color planned the whole thing, and I thought it would be perfect for the Great Pumpkin Sal. So there it is. And then I'll insert a picture. As soon as I took this off and steamed it, I started the next rug, which is one I'm making for me. I think I'm making it for me. I might change my mind on that. But I'll insert a picture. It's just too hard to take it off the frame and bring it over here and messy. So I'll take it off the frame and show it to you in this picture right here.